Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you are all doing well. I have a very wonderful group of guests today. We have some of the wonderful people who were able to play in BCS Manila. We do have a lot of information for that now on the Bushiroad site in terms of who played, the exact screen names and everything now, which I think is just fantastic. So we'll be able to use that today, but I did want to get their individual experiences, and one of them is also the person who won. So let's go down the line here. So the winner was actually Pat. Do say hello.
Hello, I'm Pat. I
Heck
was the
yeah.
winner for Manila.
Heck yeah. And what were you running?
I was playing Aobuta
Oh,
SBY.
the Bunny
I was
Girls.
playing Bunny Girl
Well,
Senpai deck.
I guess
I
we
was
can't just say
playing
the Bunny Girls, because there is,
there are more
there are
bunny
names.
girls. Like there's Nikkei bunny girls,
Exactly.
there's other name bunny girls. Yeah, so like Bunny Girl Senpai. That's
Exactly.
why. Yeah.
We have returning tournament champion from different tournament champion for the base damage tournaments. We have Scrub Lord.
Yes, hello, Scrublord back here. Yeah, I was running Choice, Double Pants, Gora, Mume, and Kali.
It's like I was doing Gura shenanigans. I was I was just
Yes, I was just doing Gora shenanigans.
no survivors is what was just destroy everything. That's fair. And then also we have Kixmachina over here. How's it going, man?
Hi, Kixmachina here. If you know the guy who sometimes report from Manila or Singapore on the global Discord, that's me. And I played Macross Venus Link.
Heck yes. The most fun I can all my climaxes are the same climax at the same time deck. Like
Yes, I love the series and I love the set.
honestly the series is like
AKA the
really
guy who
good.
caused the most headaches for the head judge.
Basically, that's what we were talking about
So,
before recording was like how many times like decks like that in other card games and especially in Weiss having to explain how the Venus Link thing works is just got to be
yes.
like someone goes, "What does that do?" Do you have like 10 minutes for me to explain this entire thing to you, and then that takes up so much of your time? Do you
Yeah.
have to ask for round extensions a lot? Because I've never played the deck, so I don't know if that's like a thing you have to do.
Not exactly, but I had an experience in this tournament where I almost got double lost, and I just on like the final like seconds, I just had to rush, and luckily I was still able to win. But there are instances that you might get to double loss first because you explain the effect,
Yeah,
and
that's what I
second,
mean.
and my friend calls the deck the shuffling simulator because you do have to
Yeah, you
shuffle the
do.
deck like 3 to 4 times because of the refresh mechanic of the rain of Raystones.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, you have to sit there and explain it. There's got to be like something. The judges obviously have to know what's going on and be like, okay, well, if I have to explain Macross, it's going to take a few minutes. Like,
hmm
I don't know. So it's whatever. I guess they can't like show favoritism to a particular deck or another. I don't know. Anyway, sorry,
yeah.
random stuff.
But most of the time, like once I explain it to my opponents, they do get it immediately, and like I explain that once I put this once I have the two events on the memory, all of my climaxes has the same name as the climaxes in my waiting room, and
Mm-hmm.
they get it. So
I
yeah,
got you.
so it's actually
So,
all.
a bit of context for that. There's a reason why I said the head judge kind of hates kicks a lot, because the head judge just hates free fresh as a mechanic in general. So it's a running joke within the community as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like my original set when I started Weiss was like Fate, so you know the Rin and Archer free fresh. So I've been using that, and then later on I
Oh.
used this macros with a free fresh mechanic, and like that judge, which is like our friend is also the one of the judges, is like, oh, this guy's always playing free fresh. So
He
Fun.
needs to be stopped. Something like that.
yeah.
Understood. You're the reason that it got hit on the ban list. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I say that like on the JP side or whatever. Um, I got you. No,
The
that's
funny thing is
always
it
fun.
hasn't been hit in the JP side.
I thought it did. I thought it got hit on the JP.
It did. The free fresh for Fate, at least.
Yeah.
For Fate,
And,
yeah.
I was say if I ever forget I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again at some point. So
Oh no, I thought you were referring to the Macross refresh.
no, that hasn't been touched. No,
I
I was
hope it does.
Macros
I hope it
fair
does get
and
hit.
balanced.
like I hope it
I
does.
hope it does
Macros
get hit.
fair and balanced.
I hope it does get hit.
I hope it does get hit. I don't want to play against it again.
What? Macros is fair and balanced. Okay?
Nice.
Said every like whale on a gotcha game is just like no, you don't need to balance my character that I love to main. No, it's perfectly fine. No. But getting back on track here, we are going to be talking about each of the different rounds. Obviously, like I said, we got the champ here, so we're gonna be like trying to get as much detail as possible in here. We'll be going through each of the different rounds. How many rounds did y'all have?
We had
six Swiss rounds.
Yeah, we had 6 Swiss rounds and then the top cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be going through each of the rounds like in an orderly manner here, and try to, get a feel for like the different matchups and try to like kind of explain what was going on a little bit more from each person's perspective. For anyone who's never listened into one of these, instead of just letting one person have the floor, I try to do like round one and let everyone talk about their round one and proceed with each of them like that. It just feels like it has a better format to me. So if anyone's like weirded out by that, I apologize, listeners. So, but we do have a couple visuals I can put on screen because, as stated before, Bushi has been posting their like the results and the deck list again because they hadn't done that for years. So I actually can post some visuals with this as we go along. But that will be when we get to like, particular setup, when we get to like particular peoples. So, also some of the weird ass names that we've seen up here. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to the one guy who was like, I'm going to put the Weiss Schwarz Wikipedia definition, of the game up here. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and like scoot this over. Boom. Where did you go? Right there, like they literally just put the entire thing as their username, and I'm just like, interesting. But
Yes.
it just we had one on the Duluth side called Snorlax loves pancakes, so it's just like okay, so weird ones like that. Something about the Detroit Lions as well, but we also have Sun God Nika in here. I'm just like okay, we see the One Piece fan. So. Anyway, just random stuff like that, but I can actually like show like the deck list and everything without having to like super edit in everything else. So, okay, so I figure if nothing else, so something that Scrubboard has always been able to help me with is like getting me like a lot of the information and reaching out to the people who have like the pie chart information prior to Bushiroad actually posting up their own stuff and pie charts and stuff. This is what I say when I'm not saying that I'm the cause of this, but I do feel I was the first one showing off this for like any YouTubers who were showing the Weiss tournament stuff, because I had access to that, like the insider information, which I do greatly appreciate. I was able to show the pie charts and stuff, and now both Weiss Tea Time is showing like the player breakdown, which we do greatly appreciate, but now Bushiroad's posting it, and I'm like, hey, that's cool. I feel like me saying that this needs to happen more helped spurred this on. I don't know. Maybe someone in Bushi watches my videos. I appreciate. So we do have the breakdown for the higher representations. Obviously off of Weiss Tea Time, they went ahead and just like did a little bit of the number crunching a bit easier for us. I figure we would go ahead and mention that real quick before we get into the rounds, just as the breakdown. The top three. We'll just go top three, and then everything else is kind of laid down from there. The top three was Nikkei. So we had 75 players. Nikkei had 14 of that, which there was only one that made top cut, which was a Moderni Biscuit. Very fair. Hold on, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just making certain I'm not misreading this. All 8 decks are different. That's one thing I really like.
It's a very diverse topic.
Yeah. I like that. I love that, actually. That's really, really fun. The next highest representation was Hololive. Only one Hololive in there. Kali Muna, which is the ambassador deck. I just love that. Well, the Muna top end is. So 11 for that. And then Bang Dream, basically, everyone on Oblivionis and X top end, there was 10 players for that. And only one of those got in. The Tomori double rare was third place. So, okay.
Yep.
So,
Mark 1, if I
note with that, it's Mark 1 from Australia. So he traveled from Australia to the Philippines to play, and he got top 2.
Hell yeah.
That's also the deck he played in Kuala Lumpur, if I recall correctly.
Maybe so?
I think, yeah, Mark Guan, like the guy who plays third, he has been a consistent traveler in like our tournament. He, like, I've seen him like probably in like 4 years already. He's been going here for like 4 years straight.
Hell yeah. He got
I
the
think he
frequent
skipped
flyer miles.
one. Yeah, he did skip like one because I
He skipped
recall
one because
correctly.
the schedule was the same
with Melbourne, if I recall correctly. Because I also wasn't able to go to Manila because it coincided with Melbourne. So of course we're gonna play where's nearer, right? So yeah.
I got you. Interesting. I like how it's the one Ayakashi player got second place. Like, there was no other Ayakashi. He's just like, I'm gonna rock up with 8 pants. Yeah. Anyway, so just random thing there, which I'm certain we'll get to hear more about later because of the finals.
A bit of trivia. With all these players, I think it's Ayakashi, Sao, and Macross who are just like one deck for the whole tournament. That
exactly. That's on my. Hold on. Let me scoot this over. You're good. You're good. Keep going.
I just like I just like pointed that out.
And then even for you, you were the only Macross.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was the only Macross.
And we had both the SAO Alice, and then the Macross, and the one. It's just a lot of the one ofs somehow like got in. How many of the Bunny Girl was it?
I think there
were like.
Yeah, at least there were like 4.
There are 5.
Oh,
yeah,
5.
There are 5 Albuta players.
Okay.
BY players.
That's cool. Interesting. Okay. All right, so we will come back to that later on, and then obviously like show off some other stuff for that. So I figure we go ahead and jump into the round breakdown for each of these. For on my screen from left to right, we have Kix, Pat, and then Scrub, so we will just go in that order. It's just easier for me to keep a consistent flow that way. So we will start with the round 1. So basically just state, obviously, if to the best of your ability. If you can't remember, it's totally fine. I've had some people who are like, hey, I played a dude round 5. He was on, like, Fate. I don't remember what happened. Moving on. And I'm like literally just like, I've had interactions as short as those, and I'm like, that's fair. I'm not asking for like a succinct, college essay on it, but just like, who you played, or like what they were playing, and just anything of note. If you feel like the game went well, if you think the game was going really weird, whatever you feel is necessary to be said.
My tourney report. Give me a moment.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
So now you're good.
Fortunately, I remember all of my matches.
Yes, perfect memory. There we go. So
I remember everything. It's just that what comments I put.
Exactly, because you were posting them in the Discord, in the Base Damage Discord, as we were going along, and you were just like, okay, this happened, and I remember reading through a majority of those that night, but I also remember just passing the fuck out at some point and just not reading the rest of them until later. So. Oh, man. So, we will start with Kix, and we will go from there. So, your round 1, do please enlighten us on how Macross decided to ruin the judge's day. I'm just kidding. No. So.
Okay, thankfully, I've also written my whole tournament report, so I can actually explain. So my round 1 started against Bang Dream, but it's an old school Bang Dream deck.
Ooh.
It's a Kasumi. It's like a Pants Door Bang Dream, the Mashiro level 1, and then the level 3 Kasumi.
Okay.
So that's yes. Basically, my game plan went as planned with macros. Like I'm able to set up with the level one link and everything. But he also had a good setup with his master roll. So we were a bit back and forth. And then he did push me like from low, like 2-4. I went straight to level 3. And then
Oh, damn.
during that time, I triggered the level 3 climax on stop. I had the level 1 back row Hayate, which enables my Hayate Freya finisher. If you know, if you're
Yeah.
familiar with the Hayate Freya finisher, it has like 3 modes. And then with the back row, you can choose another mode aside from the first mode you choose. So basically, I had 2 of the level 3s in hand. I had the setup. So I decided that, okay, since I'm level 3 and it's like also like 2-5 or something, I decided to like push. So I went for first attack is Tumio 2, like choose 2 climaxes, return the rest back to deck, and then burn 2. Then next one is burn 2 and I healed myself, and then the other is the jump attack. So basically, out of all those attacks, he only canceled the burn 2 and he ate the rest. And the last attack was like trigger for game, and then that's how I won.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And the funny thing with this one, this player that I fought, he was kind of known to be like a slowish player. But funny enough,
Got you.
we both finished the game at 15 minutes before time. So that's a bit surprised from his end, because he's like known to be like, he takes so long to play games that it goes to time. But surprisingly, with this match, we finished like 15 minutes before time. So yeah, that's my round 1.
Interesting. Okay.
Wait, who was your round 1?
Etchi, what's his name again? Calvin. Calvin.
Oh, okay.
Calvin.
Which is interesting because, and there's no proof of this, but I remember in Duluth there was someone talking about there was another player purposely trying to force double loss, like on some people. I cannot confirm, so I didn't know if it was like going to be that kind of situation where the person like purposely slow plays or something. Like I said, so that's not confirmed, but it was a rumor kind of floating around, so we don't know on that one. So,
That is not the case for this one.
Okay.
Because he's just
He just like to play slower, grindy decks, I believe. That's why, like, he
okay,
he
it's
takes
more the deck.
time. Yeah.
It's more the deck than the player type deal.
Yeah, more of the deck. than the
Okay,
player type.
got you.
He likes decks that are a bit grindy.
Got you. No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Anything else to note in that particular round, or are we moving on?
That's it for me for
I got you.
round 1.
I got you. All right. So moving on to Pat. What was yours like?
So my round 1, I was playing against Bofuri.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that one.
And I've never fought Bofuri ever. I didn't even know how the deck plays. Like, I just know it exists.
Yeah.
But I've never actually fought against one. And the thing that surprised me the most was like the 1-0 Maple. When it reverses you, it sends a character to memory, and I was like, oh, so that's a thing. And
Yeah.
and you know, some people like just read the card, but you know, I usually I just trust my opponent, and then when like the things they're doing are like sort of sketchy, that's when I try to read the card.
Yeah.
But then, and I was like, oh shit. So he said he killed my level 1 mice and he sent it to memory. I was like, oh, so it kills the unit and then on reverse it sends it to memory. And then I was like, oh, so that helps me a lot. That's like one less.
More
It's like
tools.
that's like one less stock to worry about. That so I can put a card to memory. And I was like, okay, so thanks a lot. And I was worried before. He was running 2 soul and pants, right?
Yeah.
Running choice pants like 2 soul. Wait, no, yeah, but he was running a 2 soul CX, and I thought I was like gonna get soul rushed because I went from like level 0 to level 2, just because he slapped the 2 soul.
Oh, damn.
But then afterwards, I was like able to stabilize and then get my free fresh, get my early heals, and I remained at level 2 for like a long long duration, and I was still level 2 when I pushed him to like 3-4, and then when I lived through his like attempt to like try to two soul me again to death, and then I just put my in, and then I won from there.
Okay.
But yeah, like I didn't really expect for like that a card like that exists. I'm like, oh shit, that's like really helpful to me, to my game plan. That's like free memory, and he killed 2 of my level 1 mice, so that's like less cards that will return to deck.
I was
so
like,
that's the more chances that I will cancel.
I wasn't even thinking the fact that it was the Mize. I was thinking, oh yeah, because compression. Oh no, you actually need shit in memory. I just realized that. Like, I was like, oh wait,
Yeah,
that really helps you.
I need like 4 or more cards, different names in memory, and he just sent like a card that doesn't normally go there, and I was like, oh, that helps. That helps a lot. And he sent 2 of that there, so that's like compression. I was like, okay.
We were like,
thanks.
I like
Thanks a lot.
Bofery. Like you were immediately
Yeah, I
like, I
like
don't know what this deck does. I love
I
this
don't know
set now.
I don't know its effects, but I'm really thankful for what he did.
Exactly. There you go. It was
That's my round 1. I mean, I wouldn't really call it free since I got soul rushed to like from level 0 to 2, but then he really helped me a lot. He really helped me a lot.
That's wild though. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. That's just when I realized I was like, oh no, he's on Bunny Girl. Like, oh, that's a completely different. Like, I have to think of this completely different now. Like, hold on. So, no, you're good. Okay. Any other stuff to note of in that particular game?
Not really. I think that was it.
I got you. Okay. So then moving on to Scrub. What do you have? I know you, like I said, we know you posted it in the Base Damage Discord as it was happening,
No,
but
for
obviously,
the sake of the interview and everything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna narrate the tourney run. So my round 1 was unfortunately a loss, but it was against last year's BCS champion.
that
was
says
running-
something though. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my round 1 against last year's BCS champion, who was running the exact same deck he ran last year, which was Spy Family Choice Pants, Anya and Fiona.
Fiona and Enya, yes.
So basically, it was mostly a standard game of Weiss Schwarz. It was back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I think what made the difference was how I started out with like 4 climaxes in my starting hand.
Oh
Before
no.
mulliganing. So sure, I had the Gura turn, but he survived double Gura turn at 3-6, and then just proceeded to vanilla swing me to death.
That hurts when it's like, I double Gura, you're still alive. I don't know what to do from here.
The funny part is, yes, I did lose to last year's champion,
Mhm.
but my last year, my round 1 was also against him. So when I saw that, I was like, are the pairings rigged?
Literally
Is this
deja
literally my
vu.
I ended with the same standing as last year, maybe a few places down compared to last year, but I still ended on a 4th.
You sit across from him and it literally just initial D intensifies, and you just
Exactly.
holy crap, that's funny. No,
It was a very funny coincidence that happened, but aside that, it was more or less just a standard game of Weiss Schwarz where we both went back and forth, we both hit our L1 combo. If I remember correctly, I did rush him to 2, and he could not pull off his early play Anyas, and the only way he crutched it was the fact that the Fionas were scrying, and I couldn't kill them.
Oh,
I'm playing.
yeah.
The Fionas were huge.
Yeah,
The
they
Fionas
get
were like
big cross turn.
9,000. So I can't exactly get rid of them. So I was either forced to side them or just was running into them, and then he was just getting free scries.
Gotcha.
When that happened and I hit level 2, I believe I just heal looped my way, and then eventually the game stabilized to the point that he got his Anyas. I got until level 3. I hit level 3 first, but I couldn't kill him, and that's what happened.
I'm just gonna make a note here of the next tournament that you enter. Just make certain someone else is on Spy Family. So okay, got you. So, but the next one of the Base Damage tournaments. But anyway. So.
Do you really want someone to be on Spy Family?
I don't think anybody's ever used it in one of the tournaments yet. So I mean, I'm okay with that.
I mean, if you want me to use it in the next
That'd
tournament,
be funny.
I can.
That'd be. It's up to you. It's up to you.
I have the exact list.
Well, I'd
It
have
depends
to.
on-
I had to ask you not to use the 2 that you've run before. So, like,
I
obviously,
can't run Dora and I can't run Two Soul.
you can't run the day I became God. I keep confusing the series for that. I keep saying Sunday without God, but it's the Sunday I became God, which is 2 completely different anime. And I'm like, anyway, sorry. Just thank you, manga creators, just for copying each other. Anyway, so. All right, and any other thing else to note for that round before we move on?
Nothing much.
Okay. All right, so that's already wild. Like multiple stories here right off the bat. It's just already we got some wild stuff going on. All right, so going into round 2, back over to Kix.
Okay. For my round 2, it was Quince, Miku 8 pence, which is best girl, but unfortunately I'm fighting against it. But actually this one is like I believe to be the most vanilla out of all my matches. It just went smoothly, and then later on my opponent kind of misplayed on his finishing turn, so he wasn't able to like really set up his finishing turn, and then I just proceeded to win the match.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Damn. Understood. All right, so then going over to Pat.
So my round 2 was actually a pretty funny one.
Okay.
So you remember back in round 1, I was fighting Bofuri, right?
Okay.
So the guy next to me is also playing Aobutome, the same deck as me.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw what the Bofuri guy did, and he put my mice to memory. And it's like, oh, since I know the guy, so we talked right after, since we were right next to each other. It's like, yeah, that guy kind of helped my game plan. And then he was like, yeah, I saw. And then the next round, I was fighting him. So we were in a mirror match, and it was like, and the other people were like, oh, you guys were discussing it, what happened in round 1 earlier, and now you guys are fighting each other.
Exactly. It's the Spider-Man meme of y'all pointing at each other like, hey, hold on. Like,
and what's funny was in that match, both of us never got to set up our memory. we went straight to like level 3, and none of us like actually canceling. We're just taking damage. Like for the both of us.
Okay.
So when we like played our my turns, and we were only like icy tailing for like 4 instead of 6, and then we almost got to time, but fortunately I came out like ahead because he icy tailed me first, and then I lived, and then he has no more resources. Yeah, I lived. And because he only hit like the icy tail, like since there's only 4 icy tail for like 4, right, instead of like, so that's like 8 instead of like 12. So the hits were like the only 2 of it, so I only took like burn 4, but I canceled it, and then I lived. And then when it's my turn, when my icy tail for like 8, I hit him like 3 out of the 4 effects, so that's like burn 6. So I came out ahead. And then, and then we were laughing afterwards. Like, we didn't even get a chance to set up our memory. We just took damage.
Just ate everything.
And then that's really like what's funny about it. And like, oh, we go through the lengths to like actually try to set it up the memory, but the deck just won't cooperate at that round.
Yeah.
And I think that's like actually one of the funniest rounds in like the tournament that day. Yeah.
No, that's fair. When you're like, just it's one thing if one or the other can't get the setup. When it's both of y'all are just like everybody's eating everything and you just don't have the time to set up.
We're just going straight up to 3. I was like, okay, whatever. let's just turn our cards sideways and hope for the best.
I set one card face down and end my turn. No, this is
and what he actually did was like he played the level 1 my combo without the the specific card in memory. So he couldn't twin drive. He couldn't twin drive. It's only like so. Oh, I'll check top 3 and then just drive trigger once. I was like, okay.
Oh, I was like, wait, okay. I'm trying to remember the exact level 1. Actually, I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, it's
just
accumulating memories.
Yeah.
That's the name of the level 0.
One...
And then he wasn't able to put that to memory.
Got you. We are pulling it up real quick. Just for context for the viewers.
For context for the viewers, yeah.
So, meanwhile, also trying to explain Macross. All right, so the level 1 in particular is this one right here. You can still do the climax combo, but it's the second part right here. You have to have a particular one in order for her to be able to do the trigger check twice. So the twin drive, but then if you did perform the twin drive, you do get rid of a stock at the end of the attack. So you're still able to do the climax combo. You're just like extremely weak on the offense as well. So it does kind of suck there. The specific one accumulating is this one. So it's getting this one into the memory.
The Ricky in particular.
Yeah, the Ricky. So. All right, I just wanted to show that real quick, just for context. So we're good there. Okay. Interesting. It's just funny how that works out. So, all right. So moving on to Scrubboard for your round 2.
My round 2 is very short, very sweet. I won the best way possible by default because we're 75 people. Hell yeah.
You did say you got the buy. I was like, oh damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
I did get the bite.
That's why Schwarz, people. Okay, so da. That's funny though. Okay. All right. So moving on. Round 3. Back over to Kix.
Okay. Round 3. I was fighting against Azurlane 8-bar, and cats are quite scary.
Cats. We are.
So he said, first turn, he set up the usual Fuso and Yamashiro.
Yes.
And then, if I recall, that one was like 4K. So I have to do some weird stuff with Macross. If you know the level 0 Mikumo, that becomes 3/5 but cannot side and then bounces off on the opponent's attack turn if you deal a level 2 or lower card.
Yeah, you can't side with her.
Yes, right? So, I have this other card, the group card, where its effect is you can return 2 cards from your waiting room back to deck and it has no side penalty. Then on attack, it gives a character 1,500 power.
Uh-huh.
So, that's what I did on my turn. Like, I put the Mikumo, then I put the card. I pump the Mikumo, so the Mikumo gets like 5k to kill that 4k cat.
Yeah.
But the next turn, he sets up more cats. So, it's like, this is like so hard.
They're multiplying.
Thankfully, yeah, they're multiplying and they're getting really big soul damage. But thankfully, my cancels are pretty well spaced. So even if he swings big, I'm able to cancel them. But because the cats are like pretty big and I still like haven't really done the Venus Link setup, it took a while. It went to a point where my only cards left in hand is 1 Kaname level 1 and 1 Climax. But still, I was like, for those who are not familiar with the effect of the Kaname is like if you play the Climax, you call a cost 0 character to field.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what I do is like I play Kaname, play the Climax, on attack, call another Kaname, then swing with the other Kaname, and then that Kaname will call a level 2 cost 0 Mikumo, which has a different Climax combo, but because of Venus Link, as long as her combo is on the waiting room, it also procs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that's what Macross does every turn, once they set up the Venus Link, is to loop the Kaname level 1 combo to call the Mikumo level 1 combo, and then start of Encore Step. You sack the climax and salvage 2 characters, one of which is another copy of the level 1 Kaname. So you can just loop the combo again and again as long as you have a climax. So even in that state where I just have one character and one climax in my hand, I was still able to basically recover. And then what happened to him is that as the game went on, he since it's 8 bar, and I don't think he has ways to like filter his triggers. He blind stuck all the bars to the point that I think by the end of the game, he has 3 blind stuck bars in his stock, and he has 3 bars on hand. So he's just eating the damage later in the game. And in my case, I was able to like recover my hand because I'm just looping the level 1 combo, and then I try to refresh so that I'm always on a clean state, and that's how I won the game.
Got you. Yeah, that is an ongoing issue for any 8-bar Azure Lane players of just, a bar just gets stuck in your hand, and it's like, well, the blind stock is optional. Do I need the stock? Yes, and just like, no, that's fair. And I've played against people, the same exact thing has happened to them, like in teams, and they're just like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to eat this or not, and I'm like, you're probably going to eat this. He's like, I know. Like, just completely just destroy people that happens to. So, damn, that does suck though. So. Well, for them, obviously you won, so obviously that that's a good thing. So, alrighty. So, from cats, we now go to the next one. So, Pat, your round 3.
Okay, my round 3 was like kind of weird-ish.
Okay,
well, not really weird, but I was playing against Bang Dream, like the meta one, the Oblivionist, and Dolores, the red one. Yeah. And I think it was mostly a straightforward game, but I remember this match because when he was about to refresh, when I attacked him for like 2, and the last card in his deck was an SSP. And I was really surprised. I'm like, people actually play SSPs in their deck? I thought those were just for slabbing, or like for they put it up for display. And then
sweet summer child.
That's why I really remember this match, because
did you forget my Max Rarity JoJo deck?
this guy's playing an SSP, and it's one of the like the more expensive one. It was the finisher one. The finisher of the Dolores that was the SSP. Like, I imagine that would cost like a lot more to just be put in like a single sleeve. I was I was scared for the card.
Yeah, because they're doubling down on like on double sleeving cards. They're like Bushi's really doubling down on that now. You can't do that in the regionals. So
It's a triple sleeving that's not allowed. I think double sleeving is okay, but triple sleeving is what they're like really strict about recently.
Yeah.
Like the
double
type of
sleeve
oversleeves?
is still allowed, but triple sleeve they're not allowed. But they allow double sleeving it. But this guy is just running in like single sleeves. Like, so after I saw that card, when he asked me to cut his deck, I was like really being gentle on the shop. Because as much because I have like a few cards as well that has like some value, and I wouldn't want anyone manhandling my cards in the wrong way. So like, I'll just treat his cards with care as well.
Yeah.
Because since it's really expensive. Hey, what else you gonna call it?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we closed this match like we were almost. Like we almost got double lost because I was doing my level 2 game, I was healing down, and when he went to level 3, I thought, okay, I'm 2-1, I should be safe from whatever like his burn whatever things.
You're never safe.
Right? I think because that's what the deck does, right? It burns you for like 5 million. I don't know. It just burns you a lot when you cancel and like punish burn like for like 3 times. I don't know. I played that deck against, like, I was practicing against it, but I just know that when they play their finisher, I'm usually just dead. But what he did was he played two of the Dolores, and then he was like, attack pace. He didn't have the climax. He didn't have the climax on
Oh
hand.
no.
And then he just pushed me to 3, and I was able to close it out with like almost like time up. I just played my level 3 Mai, and then I just icy tailed him, and then that was for game. But I won't forget him because he was playing an SSP of Dolores on a single sleeve.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That I have seen in some tournament reports, pulling up the people's deck profiles to look through, like, oh hey, this is who got first place or second place or whatever. And obviously you have to, in the deck log, you do have to post the exact rarities of your cards. And I've seen some that I'm like, oh, this is money. There's some people who absolutely, they're like, oh yeah, I'll slab this SP, and then there's others who are like, nah, I'm fucking playing that shit. So, oh man, that's wild. No, that's very fair. I understand. Seen a lot of horror stories for that shit too. So, but
I just didn't want to damage his card, and then he would accuse me of damaging it, and then he would like charge me for it. Like,
exactly.
I don't want to deal with that.
You don't want that on your hands.
yeah.
I feel you.
I just want to be safe.
Exactly. No, that's very fair, and I would have the same mentality. I got you. So, all right. That's fair. That's always fun with that. So, moving on to Scrub for your round 3. Coming back hot off the heels of the fresh round 2 bye.
Yes. So fresh off the round 2 bye, I wasn't expecting that I'd be on the the lower double digit tables. So I ended up, for some reason, in table 12 after a bye.
It's I mean, like, undisputed win, but what the heck? Like, you shouldn't be.
Exactly. That's what I was like, wait a second, is Bushiro messing with me right now? And then I see my opponent. It's Kix's favorite sparring partner.
Oh no.
Who was running, I believe, 8-gate Licorice. So
8-gate?
8-door.
8-door? Oh, you're good. Okay, I'm listening to it. I'm like, I don't think I've seen. I think pants when I hear that.
Context for the viewers: we call the gate trigger colloquially as pants.
Yeah.
And then we call the door trigger as the gate, because especially in Manila,
yeah,
Filipino house, the door looks more like a local gate to us.
No, that's totally fair. Like, it makes sense. It's just my brain went to pants for some reason. That's why I was like, I don't think I've seen 8 pants Lycoris, but anyway, no, you're good. But I got you. It's the typical. I say typical. It's still a good deck. I'm not trying to downplay it. But it's the particular like 8-door for Lycoris. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. So the funny thing is about this match, effectively, was that my opponent had no hand because he couldn't kill any of my Callies.
5/5 too strong?
Yeah, because the Licorice combo is 3/5 defensively. What's it gonna do?
Oh, okay. It just dies outright. You're just like, okay, cool. Right. I mean, hell, between that and the Iroha being able to go, cool, I give the middle 15 anyway, you're like, your other, like, zeros can get over that, like, most of the time.
Exactly. Like, I believe my Aqua, the literal Aqua.
Yeah, it just sits at 5k.
Yeah, no, it's sat at 6.5k.
6.5, yeah, no, you're right.
Because I had 2 Iroha Brainstorms.
Oh, you had the 2? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it sits at 3.5. Yeah, I was thinking the 2 Iroha.
Yeah, so it sits at 3.5, so it sat at 6.5k. I had to kill it myself at level 2. That was how sad it was.
That's funny.
And then my opponent was always just swinging on 2 attacks, which, of course, while, yes, he was having more or less a healthy hand that he just kept cycling and looping through, it's not exactly progressing his game plan because he's not getting the stock
Yeah, exactly.
to finish his combo. Like, sure, you can play the one that summons both of your finisher combos, or 2 stock, but that's not enough, especially when you're at level 3 and your opponent's sitting at level 1, 2. So yeah, I'm looking through my notes and I made the thing. As it says here that I had a 2-level lead and he brought me to level 3, which was his mistake. Because I was just holding double Gura in hand the entire
Yeah.
game.
He's just like, you hit level
So,
3 and the little shark just
I hit level
grins.
3, he was at 3, he was at 3-2, and then, okay, double shark.
Yeah, no, you did at that point. Like he is. Like, damn.
Yeah, he was dead.
Gura's like, I'm gonna bite them ankles. So,
I wish I wish they would unban Gura.
I would be very
Yes,
happy.
I would also be very happy.
Yeah.
Oh no, these people.
He's
I would be
like,
very scared if it's unbanned. Please no.
5-6 times in one game, I should be able to be performing either a triple Gura or a triple Kurumi.
I don't know.
Bruh,
down
please
player.
no, dying from 2-0 to 4-0, please. No,
4-0.
not again.
I'm
You know,
hearing the
that
whinings of
doesn't
people
happen.
who don't have privilege.
That doesn't happen. 2-0.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
They don't die from 2-0.
They die from 2-2 maybe, but not 2-0.
This never happened in the history. Oh yeah, Gura hits for a level worth of damage. You're like, oh no. So,
Yeah, but yeah, it's scary. Let's skip Gura.
Nah.
got
Maybe just R3 it.
just
Yeah, R3.
honestly, no, I'm
R3
fine with
is-
that. I'm fine with R3 actually. Like honestly, like R2 is
Yeah.
still doable, but like R3, I would be fine. I would absolutely be
Yeah.
okay with that. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Anything else to note in that particular round, Scrub?
I'm trying to remember. Aside the double short, yeah, I think that's it. Because my
Okay.
opponent was just really unlucky that round.
I got you. All right, moving on to round 4 then for Kix.
Okay, I think this is one of my. I think it's a very memorable match, probably the highlight match for my tournament run.
Okay.
So this is against Nikkei Door Standby. This is against Sun God Nika. So yeah.
Oh, this is
anyway.
against the One Piece fan. Understood. Okay.
Yeah. So we actually kind of started slow in a sense, like the gameplay was slow, and we actually like the timer started, but we're still like shuffling decks. So it was like really slow. Then it was like back and forth for the initial parts of the game.
Okay.
And then the once like mid game, the usual Alice setup for Nikkei, double Alice, where like anything that you bump into it, they'll try to put in the top
Top of the deck.
your
yeah.
deck.
Mhm.
Yeah. But with Macross, we have the 2-1 Kaname, which bounces a character. And we have a Pina, Reina, and Machina, which is like when something goes to waiting room, you can sack it. So when the card that went to the waiting room will go back to field.
Yeah.
So basically, that's one of the common like combos you do in Macross. It's like you can do a double bounce with that 2-card combo. So I basically double bounces Alice, and it's like, what the heck? He bounced my 2 Alices. So he's actually to the point where he really can't save a lot of stuff because his Alices are not really sticking.
Yeah.
So, and then, but I went to level 3 first, and it was like, he was like 2-4. And it's actually, because we started really slow, then it was nearing like the end of the round. It's like literal like 2 to 3 minutes type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was level 3. I had 8 stock. And then I had the one level 3 finisher in my hand, the Hayate Freya finisher.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the climax, which is And the finisher climax is already in the waiting room. I have the back row Hayate as well. And then I was like thinking, how can I push with this? So I decided with uh, the Reina refresh has another effect, which is a salvage brainstorm. So I did a salvage brainstorm, and luckily I hit 2 climaxes. So I was able to get the other 2 finishers from my waiting room, set up triple finisher board, and then basically with just basically like my last attack was like when time went out, and then like I was able to finish him exactly for lead, like
Oh,
in the
wow.
nick of time. Yes. Anything like later than that, or if he did not die from like my finishing turn, we're basically double loss. But
Yeah.
that's like how how close it was. It was like very memorable because of like how close it became and like how I was able to chase from his 2-4 to 4-0.
No, that's fair. That's very fair. I like hearing about the games like that are like, I mean, you hate for double loss to happen, but when you have a game like that does come like down to the wire like that, it's where you get the rush, like why Weiss is one of the
Yes,
reasons why Weiss is so
it
fun.
was exhilarating. Yeah, it was really exhilarating, especially like finally when I was able to put the last damage in, and I was like, oh yes,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
uh,
it's not double loss.
exactly. It's even better when it's not double loss. I will like
Yes.
I will say this, not sponsored by Bushiroad in any shape, form, or fashion. That's one of the big reasons. Like Weiss, to me, I've never played another card game that has had such an adrenaline rush like Weiss. And that's the best way I can describe it. Is you just get endorphins when shit happen, when you don't know if the next attack is going to stick or not, and it somehow
Yeah.
does, and you win. That's like endorphins for days. Anyway, sorry. I'm not sponsored by Bushiroad to say this, but I make all the videos for them promoting their fucking card game. Anyway, so okie dokie.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's I think it's like my most memorable match for the whole tournament was like that round 4 against Nikkei with Sun God Nika. So yeah.
Nika, just insert Luffy transformation thing, but got you. Okay, moving to Pat for your round 4.
So my round 4, I was fighting against another friend. Like I was fighting against Bochi, the
Ooh.
usual gate and then bar. The one that I think the finisher is like Hosho Marine, but it
Yeah.
just burns.
Is this the round where you fought
The Rio,
Marcus?
yeah.
Huh?
Is this the round where you fought Marcus?
Yeah. This is a Marcus
Ah, yeah.
round.
Okay.
I was so the game started like normally. We're just exchanging blows, but I think what broke his game plan was he wasn't able to resolve the level 1 combo, and that was the one that
Yeah.
replenishes your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so we had to take a short intermission because my power just cut out randomly. Fun stuff. This video is brought to you by the new podcast that Scrub Ward is dropping. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm about to start a podcast soon with a friend. It's called The Spare Key, where we'll focus on his send, where he wants to get into any and all sorts of hobbies. I'll be probably getting experts or other well-known people within the community to, give him like a spare key into the gates of any hobby that he wants to enter. And of course,
I like
we'll
the
start
concept of
with
that.
card games. Yeah.
Okay, I like the concept of that. That's actually really cool. So eventually, whenever I get a link for that or something, I will more than willing to share it, as well as check the Base Damage Discord for links for promoting that kind of stuff. So we have
Also,
to.
I hear someone else also is planning to start content that's in this call.
What?
Before
There
we move on.
is? Who could it be?
Yes, me. Yeah, that would be me. I'm planning to like, cause yeah, I've went to Kuala Lumpur and then I've been in Manila, and I'm also going to Singapore this Saturday, and I'm actually recording all the experiences. So hoping to, yeah, start my own channel to showcase more of the AO region for Weiss, because we
Hell yeah.
barely get any like content for AO. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like a quick thing, and then we will get back into the round breakdown. I've always noticed that every time, like, Scrub or one of the other guys has sent me like the info for the Philippines regionals or anything for Asia Oceania, has like I've always been like gotten a whole bunch of the support, like people messaging or commenting going, heck yes, Asia Oceania represent, and just like I love the enthusiasm and everything. It's just like I said, I know it's like doesn't get a whole lot of rep, and when it does, you can see the people like very happy about that. So I like that. But yes, the power cut off right as Pat was talking about his round 4. So do please start over for that, and apologies, Dio Zawardo, we restart time. Or King Crimson, I don't know what the fuck. So but yes, do please continue.
Alright, so I'll start over. I was fighting against Bocchi, 8 gate, and I mean, well, not 8 gates, like gate bar, the one with the Rio finisher, the one that's like Hosho Marine.
Yeah.
I think the game was like pretty straightforward. The only time that I think I got an advantage was because the Bocchi player was unable to resolve the level 1 combo of Bocchi, so he wasn't really able to replenish his hand. And towards the mid game, he only had like 4 cards in hand, and we were scrambling to put units in the field, and I would just kill it in the next turn. Well, on my end, I was setting up my memory, I was playing my early play healer, and I was doing some free fresh, so my hand was fine. And then he tried, and after like he got cancelled. He triple cancelled my attack, and then he just brainstormed. After, I jokingly said to him, like, this guy's hitting brainstorms even after I just triple cancelled me. And he was like, shut up. Look up the board state right now, and then you're way ahead. Shut up. Like, he was saying that, and then we were technically just laughing it out, but from that point, I was like clearly ahead. But then he tried to get back into the game with just using his Rio finisher. But since I had my setup properly, so I just lived through it, and then I just ended the game with just my finisher. And I think that's just my round 4.
Okay.
And then afterwards, he said to me, it's all just shits and giggles. When we were playing, like, the trash talk does not mean anything. And I was like, yeah, I know, I understand. And judging from the game say, I would understand, like, that's how I would respond as well if I was at your end. Yeah.
That's where you just kind of give him the look of like, yeah, sure. Just to make him go like, oh no, make him sweat.
Round 4.
I got you.
Yeah, I get extra context for that player in particular because I've known him since like high school. he really is like that. In terms of like, oh look, if things don't go well for him, he tends to be more vocal about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, that's totally fine. Like, you can also tell with people, like, it's one thing when you can tell they're getting actually fucking salty. Like, they are just having a bad day, and they just, like, it's just going wrong. It's another thing where you go, oh yeah, look, man, got another triple cancel over here. Like, you can tell in that, like with certain people. So, I mean, that's always good. We like the lightheartedness. So, I don't know. Okay. No, that's cool. Moving on to Scrub, your round 4.
Wait, it's this round 4, right? Okay.
Yes.
Let me just scroll through the Discord again. Let's see what. Okay, now I remember. Round 4 was against the only Sao player that made it into top 8. I lost to him.
Only SAO.
Yes. The funny thing is,
Was he
and
on?
I have a very, very friendly rivalry, like very bantery rivalry in the sense that every time we fight, whether it be a shop challenge or be, like right now in BCS, we'd always just like, oh, why is it against you again?
Oh,
It's
this
always us being
guy.
paired against each other.
Yeah.
This guy is like, oh, what are you running this time? And funny enough, the last time we fought, we weren't even using the decks that we used in BCS. We were on the opposite ends. The last time
Okay.
we fought, he was playing, I believe, 8 Standby Hololive. I was on the Sword Art Online.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
I
Understood.
beat him. So he just basically got me back for that. One thing to note about the game was, of course, I think he pulled off the double Alice really well. Of course, I acknowledge him as a really good player.
Yeah.
A very well tenured player. One of the more respected people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a really close game. Had I drawn Gura's climax, I would have won. But I did not draw the climax at all, so I was forced to try to finish it with stock swap, then into the Botan return 3, and then have the awkward stander. But I ran out of gas after he survived that, and then he just killed me with the triple silica.
Got you. And when the Manila results got posted, that was one of the decks that got top. I remember looking at that and went, that says Alice. Hold on. And sure enough, so for those who are not aware, Alice has a restriction, just like Gura. But Gura's restriction is not as like obviously you can't do as much damage. But you can just kind of run alternate game plans. You can kind of do it you can play the game a little bit differently and work around that. The Alice level 2 being restricted to only 2 copies feels weird because a lot of people just drop the deck altogether when that happened. They're like, well,
Is it the level 1 that's restricted, not the level 2?
it's the no, it is.
It's the brainstorm.
The brainstorm.
In JP, it's the level 2 that's restricted.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, it's opposite in English.
It's
They did it a bit weird in English.
no. They outright banned the level 1 in JP. Hold on. I'm so sorry for misremembering this. Hold on. I had to pull this up.
Because I'm pretty sure you can run both.
You can run both.
just
No, you
Absolutely.
cannot run both. Yeah, you can run both, but you can only have 2 Alices, right? For English.
Hold on. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 Alices. The 2 level 2s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up because I want to make certain.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Okay, no. You are
Yeah,
okay.
I checked it in. Yeah.
So on
There's
Weiss
level-
Tea Time, it is the level 2 Alice is restricted. On the JP side, I'm pulling that up. Where are you at,
It's the level 1.
Sal? Wait, that's a where the fuck did they put it on this? I was looking at the opposite end. Where the fuck is it?
The JP ban list.
Ban lists are confusing.
I mean, I can't
25.
fucking tell where it's at. Oh, found it. Okay. Yeah. The level
Yeah.
the level 1 Brainstormer in JP is outright banned. Versus
And
the level 2 Alice in English, the one that gets summoned off the Brainstorm, is restricted to 2 copies, just like
restricted to
Gura.
2 copies.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
just like Gura, just like Karumi, stuff like that. Okay, I was like, hold on, which I was getting it confused there. You had me going. I was like, hold on.
I got that confused. That's my bad.
You're good. No problem. Believe me, I was like, hold on, is it? You had me doubting myself, I'll be real. So, it is all good. Okay, sorry. Shit, where? Okay, that restriction, the level 2 Alice being restricted to 2 copies, people just immediately dropped it right after that particular hit. So it felt like interesting to see that in the tournament. So I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool there. I just wanted to point that out, that was a deck that immediately caught my eye. And I'm like, that's really interesting there. So shout outs to them,
Right,
100%.
I guess additional
Yeah.
context was he's a really well-known person in the community.
Okay.
He's also a relatively well-known Sao one trick. So yeah, it would be typical of him to try something like that because it is his baby basically. It's the deck that he's, been practicing. It's
Yeah, he's really known to play the set. Though really big props to him. He has like the balls to actually play a restricted to two Alice.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
he is a really good player. And I remember he's like a former BCS Manila champion. So yeah,
Oh wow.
He did
so it's
finish
really a good player.
highest score is
I
third.
think like 2 or 3 years ago, I forgot like when he did stuff, but yes,
Okay.
It
He
was
won
third
two
last
years
year.
ago when Alice was 4.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, is it the Bushiroad Rumble? Was it the online version, or did he do a
Oh
different?
no,
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 that's
he
that's
did.
like I think that was the first in-person tournament after COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the one.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
He
yeah, that's
won
it.
that one.
I got you. Anyway, yeah, we'll get back to Scrub. Sorry, continue with your round breakdown. Did you have anything else for that?
So I mean, yeah, additional context for
Yes.
everybody watching. Yeah, he is relatively known in the community as a Sao One Trick. More or less, he doesn't really explore into decks unless he's forced to. Like for example, Springfest, because he
Mhm.
can't exactly always play Sao.
Fair.
But he always performs best when Sao's in his hands.
Hell yeah. Okay.
But yeah, aside that, not much.
Oh yeah. No, we respect it then. Okay. Moving on to round 5 out of 6 rounds. You said.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, I was like, after the power going out earlier, my brain also reset, so I'm trying to remember everything that I need to say. Okay, so Kix for your round 5.
Okay, round 5 against Somnus is a Aobuta 8-door.
Mhm.
It's a pretty even match. Like, we both have good setups and all. It's really back and forth. But I'm kind of lucky in this game because he did put the double Mai. His first Mai, he has like the 4 or more memory setup, so it's like a full powered effect of Mai. But he whiffed all 3 mills, so he milled my bottom deck, and he
Oh.
did not hit any climax on the first attack.
Oh no.
And then like the actual attack, that's the one that's cancelled. So I was really lucky with that on that regard.
Mhm.
Because I'm on the first attack, he whiffed all the pings, and then just like his vanilla attack, I canceled it, and then next one is just like I think I only took one, and then after that I basically survived, and I just beat him on the backswing. But yeah, uh, I was like really lucky because the first my really whiffed. I think if it did not whiff, it would have been a more dangerous territory in my end. But because of that first whole set that whiffed, I was like pretty safe on my turn when it
Mhm.
became on my turn. On the backswing, then I was able to beat him. So yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
like that's my round 5.
Got you. Alrighty then. Moving on to Pat for your round 5.
Okay, so my round 5, I was fighting against that player that with a long ass name.
The one that was the Wikipedia summary.
Yeah, the Wikipedia summary. He was playing Ruby. Now, like I know him, but like I also know that he's the only one who plays that deck. But so
Mhm.
I had an idea what he does, but then I was searching for the specific card that I think it's a level 3 that it puts cards from waiting room to your deck. So it is advised to like to just not keep one card on their swing and just mill everything and just get a fresh deck so he doesn't have anything to put back.
Mhm.
But then I was looking for that card
Oh, the
and he
Pira.
didn't have it. Yeah, that one. I think it's that one.
Mhm.
And then he didn't have it. And then so I was like, "Oh, where is it? Is he holding it from the start?" So I didn't know. So I was like playing defensively. So I was trying to conservatively just slowly push him to level 3 while I'm still healing down. And then I managed to actually do that. And he was like 3-0. I was just sitting at 2-0. And then I was still canceling. And then I finished the game with like the usual like double my into like something else. And then and he died. And then afterwards I was asking him, where's that card? Like the one in the like the Pyranicos. And I was like, oh, that's in my different build. So I was like, I was playing defensively for nothing.
No, that's
You know, he's
understandable.
still salty about what you did, right?
Yeah.
He's
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I killed him with like all the icy tails of my Mai hit one CX, so it was like bird 6. And that's how he died. Like, oh, okay.
That hurts. That's funny though.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
he's still
Yeah,
angry about that.
that's my round 5 experience.
All right. No, that's good. That's funny though. I like Ruby as a
This where
set.
I was robbed.
This is where you were robbed. Okay, let's hear about
No,
how.
his words, not mine.
Oh.
Pat,
I got you.
I was robbed.
I was robbed.
Pat was being degenerate. Imagine hitting my 3 times.
Got
I
you.
mean, that's the deck. That's the point. It punishes you for being good.
It really do.
Exactly.
It really
do.
do. Okay. All right. So moving on to Scrub for your round 5.
Okay, so my round 5 was against 8 bar Hololive. I believe it was the
8 bar.
8 bar. It was the I'm trying to remember the name.
Was Sora?
Okayu level 1. No. Okayu into Towa.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's actually very interesting. I kind of want to look at that later. Okay.
Yeah, so I fought that dude, and the entire time he could not kill Aqua. I was like waiting for the stock bomb, the clock bomb, any form of Hololive's denial of Aqua, which I, as a Hololive player myself,
Yeah.
I know how to deny Aqua.
Yeah.
But he could never do it. So Aqua just stayed alive until level 3. And then, of course, I was just pulling off double Callies.
That's so funny,
and then
though.
I think I remember pulling off a double level 1 Mume turn. Specifically because I didn't have Callies Climax. So I just ended up pivoting with,
Yeah.
Hololive shenaniganry. Okay, instead of Calli,
Yeah.
I'll get Muna. Not Muna, sorry. Mume.
Mume.
And then the Reina can just get sacked. And then Reina just kept returning to my hand. That was another thing that I remembered perfectly. Because it's like, oh, Reina's just getting so much value because I keep canceling on the Reina lane.
She do.
So, yeah, Reina was one of the MVPs of that game for me. Because she just ended up helping me sculpt which L1 combo I had since I was running 2.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I did mention a while ago that I was running the Mume Climax both on the level 1 and the level 3 as an alternate end because Gura is restricted to 2. So I had that as a backup, and there were times definitely that I did not have the stock to spend to try and climax swap into the Kali's Climax, or just straight up did not have Kali's Climax and had Mume's Climax instead. So
It was just
Reina
wiser
was
at that point to be like, go ahead and expend it. It's better to just have the level 1 Mumes. That's fair.
exactly. So then I was just, Reina was always in my hand because she kept canceling. So might as well just, these Kalis are dead in my hand. Move. Can I reveal my top card? Oh, it's a level 1 or higher. Can I just get Mume back and then, start filtering from there?
There you go.
And as always, actually, all of my matches that had victories were all double Gura kills. So I hit level 3, double fork. Yes.
I love that.
All of my wins are 100% double short. That's it.
Understood. So
The times I did not win were I did not get short.
that checks out. So even with like the level 3 Mume, like I mean unless you have like a story for it for round 6 or something, but the level 3 Mume combo really didn't like do it, like didn't like give any advantage for that or anything.
Well, okay. The thing is that most of my matchups, okay, right now, going back through my previous matchups, none of them could be reversed by the level 3 Mume. So
okay.
It was hard to
True, she
pull
does
her
have
off.
to. She does have to reverse.
Anya's huge. 8-gate Licorice, they had no board, so I had nothing to reverse.
Yeah, there you go. That will do
And
it too.
then in Sao, well, Alice is also huge, so Mumei's not gonna do shit.
Mumei's like, oh hi.
Well, what am I gonna do? I'm like 13-5 against an Alice who's like 12 without counters.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely that counter is just going to be like, yeah, no, we're denying that today.
Exactly, it's not gonna work.
Got you.
So it was a matchup thing. I mean, I specifically picked the Mumei level 3 because I was hoping to run into more Nikkeis, but I did not run into any Nikkei that day.
It's like, well, this backfired.
Well, it's not that it didn't. It's not that it backfired. It was still soul triggers for Gura, but
True. That is a very, very valid point. So, okay.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, well, I don't have to worry about the backup plan. I'll just go with double short and all reliable.
Like I said, just have her eat their ankles. That's all I imagine.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Got you. All right. So into the. I'm sorry.
Shank 'em for all they're worth. That's it.
Yes. No, you're good. You're good. Moving into the last round before Top Cut. Round 6. Kix. It is your go.
No, this is
My
funny.
opponent is
What now?
Mr.
They can
Pat
tell the
here.
story they fought each other.
What now?
So
They fought
basically, it's like, yeah, we fought each other.
Oh.
We basically, like, it's a marathon match, basically, to the point that we actually double lost.
Wait, really?
I think yes, and I think by that time, I was like early, like low level 3, and he was like,
I was a 2-1.
like 2. Oh yeah, he's actually like really ahead, but the game went so long to the point that we got double loss.
We didn't really notice the time, and the head judge was like, he just went over to us, so like, time's up, no more further actions, and I was just staring at him like, really?
Like, huh, bro?
And then it's like
been that
like
long.
any contesting, anyone who like wants to win or anything, and we're like, no, we can't decide, and then he just like went to the judges and like, so this is double loss, and because of that, our rounds became shorter because of it.
Yes, I
But
hate YouTube.
it ended up it ended up with Mark won, becoming the undefeated. So only one left undefeated, and the rest is like, yeah. So that's how basically the Swiss ended with our double loss.
Oh.
But then now it's just like one left. Yeah. If like it went like normally and Pat won, it would have been an extra round, and he'll likely will play against Mark 1 and then with against Bang Green. And then I'll need another round to secure my win basically.
No.
What?
But yeah, that's how that's how our round 6 ended basically.
Got you. That's funny though.
I got denied.
You got denied. Got you. Okay.
But yeah, I feel like if it's like unlimited time, I think definitely Pat would have won, because I think one of the weaknesses for Macross is like we really don't have like a stock swap. We only have either an on attack Fumio or an on play Fumio.
Yeah,
so
you
it's a
have
bit
so
harder
much
against
other.
really hyper. Yeah, it's a bit harder against hyper compressed decks. Shout outs to my Canberra playgroup in Australia. Matt Walters also plays that Mai before he shifted to Bang Dream, and it's really hard to beat again with Macross. So I was really lucky with my round 5 match that I was able to beat a bunny girl. But they're like, this next one, if it really like went unlimited time, then Pat would have definitely won. But because we're like how Macross works with like the free fresh thing, and
Yes.
then with bunny girl with the heal loop, and then the lots of stock and lots of memory. So the games can tend to take really long. So yeah.
Yeah, you have two decks that can very much compress, and you're just like, who's gonna take the damage first type deal. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Not even like a neg soul strategy. You just had two decks that just get really compressed going against each other. That's fair. That's very fair.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, well, that makes the very short for your explanation as well, Pat. Anything you wanted to say, though, I guess? Like,
I think not. There's nothing else to be added. I just really I don't want to play against macros anymore.
understood.
Why? Macros is fun.
Because double
But
loss
it's fun
is
for you.
painful.
It's fun for you. I'm not having fun seeing my opponent refresh every turn. Where's my guaranteed 1 damage?
It is wild. Random
It's
question
funny
then.
how he describes it. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Random question then for Bunny Girl, because I know a lot of Bunny Girl, but I don't remember every single card. Did Bunny Girl have a mill counter? I know that's like the main thing you would run against Macross.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Milk
It
count.
doesn't.
I think it doesn't. I think it doesn't have one. I don't remember
Okay.
seeing like yeah. I think it only has like anti-change. It doesn't have
Yeah.
memory.
Okay.
As well.
It has a memory counter, but it's in set 1.
Oh,
Okay, got you. I will double check later, but I just nothing sticks out to me. But I know that's like the typical thing that Macross has to look out for is. Do they have one of those random backups that's like your opponent mills cards equal to how many music characters you have or whatever the fuck, you know? So,
Yeah, like or the board or whatever, as long as it's mules. Yeah.
yeah. For those who don't understand, because when that happens, it makes them actually refresh, and then all their climaxes are out of the waiting room, so that the Venus Link effect with the events and everything, they lose their climax combos unless it's the actual one that's necessary on board. Like, but if you're playing
And
a climax,
I do target, yes.
Hmm?
And another thing is like because the deck is refreshed, there's nothing to salvage already. So
Exactly.
that's the other downside. So that's one of the things that Macross has to check out for. That's why I actually have one card that I tech in for that exact situation. If I see my opponent that's like, like later on I'll see that he has a mill counter. Okay, I can shift to another level 1 combo, which either look up to 4, choose 1, or salvage a level 2 or higher card. So I can just like side and then side with that card. So even if like they try to mill counter me, it's all right because I will just side instead of like the usual playing the level 2 Mikumo.
Got you. Okay. So we do have the backup strats for that. Always nice to have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So other than that, that does end the round 6 for them. So Scrub, your round 6, and then we'll get to Top Cut.
It was, I believe, against Choice Pants. What's BAV again? Blue Archive?
Blue
Yeah,
Archive.
Blue Archive.
The one Blue
So-
Archive deck, I think, that showed up.
Yeah. No, there were 2.
There were 2? Oh, there were 2.
Because
Oh, got you.
There were 2. One of them was that build, and then the other one was
I might
a
be
more
thinking
rogue
Duluth.
build because they're the other one was a friend of mine. So this match basically, as I said earlier, ended because of double short.
Yeah.
But the reason why it ended that way was because my opponent was so behind that even with the triple early play that they were compressing I forget what it's called, but it's basically like the Kanata of Blue Archive, the choice combo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it. I can't think of the name either, but I know which. I can
Yeah,
see
I
it
don't
in my
remember the
mind.
name, but my opponent tri-fielded that.
Mhm.
I was just making him eat damage. And I was like, okay, just bring me to level 3 and I'll kill you.
Like, we're going to
It's
end.
like, okay, I brought you to level 2, you do that. I'll be like crashing into it with a Kali combo, crashing into it with the Mume combo. Of course, since the deck runs so many triggers, I always trigger like at least for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then the damage was sticking, despite my opponent being compressed. Which is why I say compression is always a lie in this game.
Compression's a lie
So-
unless you're on the receiving end of it. Yeah.
Exactly. So when I was the one canceling, because he was forced to overswing. He was playing a tri-field level 3 at level 2 on an open board. So I ended up canceling so many times that I just ended up farming the stock, the 6 stock I needed for a triple Gura, and then double Gura, sorry. And then just
I'll
double
say,
Gura
hold
the
on,
rest.
Judge?
Yeah.
No, you
No. You know my deck list. You've seen it. I've sent it to you.
I know, it was
You
just
only
funny. When you, I was like, oh, Freudian slip here with triple Gurt. Nah, I'm just messing with you, dude.
I
You're good.
want to have a triple Gura again, okay?
I do
Please.
too. I do too.
Pushy Road, please. She's already graduated.
She's
Let me have this.
No.
That's funny though. I just had to. I was like, hold on. He had a Freudian slip here. Now you're good.
Yeah, that's a Freudian slip of please. I
Yeah.
want this to happen. Can I have it back?
Cries in short. Understood.
Yes.
All right.
Cannot do only do
Got you. All right.
But
So
yeah, I mean that was pretty.
so that does bring us to the end of that. So top cut, obviously, Kix and Pat made top cut. Scrub, you did not.
Yes, but I do have. I was also watching Top Cut.
You were
Because,
watching it though.
I was watching it, and the 8th place person, I believe Kurisu-chan, is a really close friend of mine, so I was tuning in his games in particular.
Oh yeah.
And then when he got knocked out of Top Cut, I
Ah.
just tuned into Pat's games.
No, that's fair. That's fair. If you want to, you can like if you're more than welcome to comment on his game. Then when we get when we're making the rounds, go into but if you want to comment
Yeah.
on theirs or something like that's totally fine. We give extra shout out then.
Yeah, I can comment that because it was, I believe, against Mark Guan.
Got you.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so we'll basically do the same thing again. So the top 8, because we'll go to 8, 4. So we have 3. So we have 3 more rounds. I had to do math. So we have 3 more rounds to discuss here at minimum. So for the top 8 first games, we'll continue in the same rotation here. So Kix, how did it go for you?
Oh my god, this is like meme territory. Okay. Okay. For context, I need to explain that I'm currently based in Canberra, where like we don't really play in shops anymore, but like someone will host a house and then we will play there and basically do our own tournament. And because of that, like I'm not super familiar with sometimes like the new PRs coming in. So I put it in that context because of this. So okay. I fought against Door Standby Nikkei.
Okay.
And then it was really honestly, I had a really good game to the point that I'm like pretty ahead in damage and stuff like that. Like I was ahead like a level, and then like my setup is good. My opponent actually went to the point where I think he has one stock. By the time he was like level 3, and he only has like one stock left. He has like one card in hand. So I will explain the board because this is like I want to put like what mindset I had in doing the things I did during like the last part of that round.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my opponent has the 3-2 Sin on the back row for Nikkei, the blue one. And then on the left side of his field, he has a Alice. And then he has this PR robot looking card that I'm not exactly familiar with. I just know that it's like a PR card that was like given out something. So I did not like really look into it.
It's the DK Cup.
Yeah. So on my end, my board has like the 1-1 Hayate, the back row. I have 2 of the level 3s and so he has an empty middle board and has like some random level 1 card that I put it in to swing for extra damage basically. So my mindset during that time, because I'm not familiar with that robot level 3, was like I want to clear his board. So even if he survives, on the backswing, since he only has like 1 stock and he has like 1 card in hand, then he doesn't have like much. He won't have that much resources to hit me on the crackback. Okay, so I checked into a waiting room and I checked like the one of the most important the important event card for Nikkei basically, which is the anti-damage, right? And one of the
Yeah.
conditions for it is the New World Modernia, right? Where if you have the New World Modernia on field and then you put it to memory and then it becomes a rest counter, right? So okay, so on my turn, I swing first on the middle. He canceled it. And then I fronted in front of that robot, or I did a front attack and dealt 2 damage, which he canceled. And then uh, that's the funny part because I didn't realize that that damn robot was actually New World Modernia because I was familiar with the chick version of New World Modernia,
Yes.
not the robot
Not
version.
Not the fucking Gundam looking thing. Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
right. Yeah, because like in Canberra, I have shout outs to Matt Shelley because he plays the Nikkei deck as well, and of course I know that Modernia, the chick Modernia version, that's the one I'm familiar with. So I thought I was safe with the rest counter because
Yeah,
there's
because you're like,
no,
I don't see the
there's no
boobs.
Modernia.
Like,
Yeah, what I see is the robot. And then when he like put the rest counter, then I read the card, and then I realized, and this is actually New World Modernia. What? And unfortunately, because of that, my other finisher got rest countered, so he saved the board, and basically, on the crackback, I'm the one who died because now he was like able to save resources, and then he's able to swing, and swing back. If I only knew that that damn robot, because actually what I did beforehand, I actually bounced the tin on the back row because I wanted to like contest the board. But if I knew that that damn robot was actually New World Modernia, it would have been New World Modernia that I have bounced. But
yeah.
then by then he will get just +6 soul counter instead, and I have like now like two boards free. But because of my mindset during that time, since I'm not familiar with the damn robot, was like just to clear the board just in
Yeah.
case he survives. So that's why I actually died. So now I put that meme on Discord Global, and like now people see that meme where like corporate tells you the difference between the two pictures, like
Exactly.
that kind of meme. So yeah, that's how I died.
It looks
Top 8,
straight like a
unfortunately.
fucking robot out of Zone of the Enders as well. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with
Yeah,
that game. Like, it looks
right.
like
Yeah,
it's that. It
right.
looks so good. Huh?
hmm
Anyway,
And then
I was
later
able to get a
on,
picture of it.
I asked him, "Do you have a female version of this card?" No, he has all 3 robots.
Yeah.
So I was actually looking for it earlier and I didn't see it. So I didn't realize that that damn robot was actually New World Modernia. So there, basically, I ended up with a meme for my top 8.
So
Yeah.
if I brought Nikkei, my Modernias are also like that. So I would also be able to beat you that way as well.
That's hilarious. I'm showing on
Yeah.
screen. This is the level 3 he was looking for. Going back to the other one. Hold on, it's loading. And this is the Gundam that he ended up seeing instead of the other. This is the
Yeah.
promo version, but it's the same card. There's no difference in it other than the
It's
picture.
the same card. It's just like the picture, and it's like even the text is because it's like foil and whatnot. So the text is actually thinner.
Yeah.
So I had to actually squint to look at it. But yeah, that's why I basically die by memes. Basically.
That's funny though. Like that's
Mhm. But
that's
yeah.
pain.
That's pain, but at the same time, it's like I just charge it to experience because yeah, I'm currently in a place where we're really not having like really shop tournaments. We're more on like a close knit like play group. So that's why I'm not familiar with the new PRs coming in. The guys here in Manila are definitely familiar with this one because I remember they had like a caravan for promoting Nikkei. So a lot of them actually got this PR. But in my case, since now I'm not that exposed in playing in shop, so I wasn't familiar with that card. So now it's more like, okay, I'll just charge it to experience, and I'll know better next time. Since I still have like three more regionals I can play with, now I'm armed better with better knowledge. But it's just funny that it ended in a meme, basically.
That's fair. That's understandable. All right, so sadly, that's where your tour ends with this one.
Yes, but I'm glad because it's actually my first time actually getting a top 8 in Manila after playing for basically 14 years of Weiss.
Hell yeah, that's awesome then.
That's like how long. So I'm really glad that even though like I ended up in a meme, I still got the top 8. So yeah, that's the end of my top 8.
Got you. Understandable then. All right, so then moving on to Pat. Obviously, you're the one that's going to have the most to talk about here through the top cut and everything, because obviously you won, so it's totally fine. But we will go ahead and continue as normal. So your top 8 round.
So my top 8 round, I was fighting against the Sao player earlier, the Scrub fought, and I was actually surprised to see his deck since it was Alice. I just know that he was running some Sao deck since he was a Sao 1 trick. So, and then I know that he's a good player, that he can make any Sao deck work. And I was just really surprised that it was actually the Alice one. And like I was in my head, I was like, isn't this deck supposed to be dead?
Yeah.
Why is this in front? Why is this in front of me? Why am I being walled by like 13k?
Yeah.
13k Alice again.
Yeah.
Like I fought this deck like 2 years ago, and I was running Kanata Marin back then. Kanata can actually reach the Alice wall, and back then it was already hard. And then right now I didn't actually have a way of clearing the Alice. And then what I did was I managed to kill one. I played the 2-1 Mai, the one that you can put it to memory and search for like the level 3 or the level 1. That Mai. But it also has like the other effect, like on attack it gets plus 1k power multiplied by
Opponent's
how many characters that the enemy have.
Yeah.
So that one was able to kill one, but what about the other one? I didn't have any way of killing it, and I was actually thinking na like maybe I'm gonna get walled until level 3, and that's exactly what happened. So I was technically on the back foot for like most of the games since I was crashing onto his Alice's, and hopefully, and I was just lucky that like my crashing for like 2 damage, the damage was actually going through, so we were like pretty even. But he hit level 3 first, so he had a chance to play Silica first, and my deck wasn't really in a good state, and you know Silica like decompresses you, right? It hits you, he burns you, and then he shuffles back cards from grave. But luckily, his triple Silica, I managed to live through it, and then it was really close. Like, there was one attack like he hit me for 5 because I had an open space because I crashed into the palace, and he hit me for 5, and I was like, maybe my run ends here. But on the 5th card, it was actually the climax, and I was like, oh, thank God, thank God, my deck still wants to live.
The extra trigger like ruined it.
And then I won from like afterwards, like from behind, because he wasn't able to finish me on the Silica level 3. But when it was my turn to do my finish, I actually icy tailed him for like out of the 12 attempts, I hit like 8. I hit like 4, 4 out of 6. So that was like burn 8. So that's a lot, and that really helped me. And that was like that ended the game right there. And like, yeah.
That's fair. That's
It
fair.
was really close. It was really close. And then the spectators was like, I thought you were dead. And like, I thought as well.
It's
I
like,
thought,
you and me
I
both.
thought as well. Yeah.
In the words of everyone there, Patrick, you're a goddamn god.
Hell yes. No, that's
Well, we were
insane.
speaking it in Filipino, but yeah, kind of like
Still.
that. Patrick, you're a goddamn god.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh my goodness. All
And
right.
I was like, I was just rather like relieved that, oh, I lived. It's my turn.
This is literally the I lived
I
bitch.
get to actually play the finishers.
Hell yeah.
If like he still lives from like my finisher, I'm pretty sure like okay, I'm dead for like since he lived. But then luckily it didn't have to like go to that point.
That is very fair. Okay. Alrighty then. I know I said to Scrub, you are more than welcome to talk about your buddy's game. Or did he only do one, or did he get like the top 4?
No, he only did one because it was against Mark Guan, who finished third.
Gotcha. You're more than welcome to
the
mention
reason
that
why-
then.
Yeah, the reason why I was watching that because it was also
What deck was
how
that?
we dubbed it. I don't know if the translation translates, but how we dubbed it was he was the first line of defense against the invader who was trying to take over our BCS.
I got you. What? Oh,
And he was playing he was playing Nikkei. Not Nikkei, sorry, Azure Lane. So he was
the Azure
actual
Lane
main.
guy? Okay, hold on. I'm pulling
Yeah,
it
he
up
was the
just to
Azure
show. Shout outs to Kurisu-chan.
Yeah,
right
Chris Chan. The problem was that Mark Gon ended up just hyper compressing, given the fact that the L1 combo was too consistent for its own good.
Yeah, that's fair.
So at that point, we were like, okay, fine, you can pull off how many versions of the combo that you want, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna exactly kill Mark from 2-3. Because the way he built his deck is that it's not good in coming from behind. It's good walling off while
Oh
ahead.
my.
But that was mostly it, and then the rest of the games I watched were Patrick's games.
Got you. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So, basically, it's just going to be the 2 games back to back then, because we had the top 4 and then the finals. So the semifinals and then the finals. Patrick, the floor is yours, man. Go for it. I know you got 2 different games to talk about. You're more than welcome to yap. By all means, go for it.
All right. So the top 4 game I was playing against Nikkei Gate Standby. Now, since I play this deck, so I have like an idea, or like I know how the deck works, but that won't stop him from actually doing what the deck does. And I don't have a way. Like I teched for this deck specifically. Like I was expecting to face like at least 3 different Nikkei players, just because based on like sales data, a lot of people in the Philippines built this deck, like built Nikkei. And I was just fortunate, like I was able to dodge the Nikkei matchup until the finals, like almost like until like top cut and like top 4. So, but the problem that I encountered was the card that I teched for it got stuck in stock.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so for context, the card I teched was the 2/1 yellow bouncer, the Kaede one. That you sack it, you bounce a unit from the enemy field. And then there's other effect like on play it gives someone else twin drive. So I couldn't get rid of like the back row, like either the Sin
Was the
or
yellow?
he was running the Rosana.
Here
Yeah,
it is.
he managed to stand by those 2 out. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get walled now. And then that's what technically he did. But the problem with Nikkei with that is that it runs out of hand cards, because technically you're not plussing out. Technically you're just net 0 for like uh Alice, you just healed one, but then you have to discard one for it.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, you're running out of hand cards, and if he doesn't have brainstorms on the field, there's not really any way to replenish the hand. So, well, what I did was I still tried to like match his healing game, and then I was crashing towards the Alice, and luckily, like my deck was compressed enough that he wasn't really. There was there was a point where his Alices just kept dealing 2 because the other one, my other units kept sent to like the top deck, like, after like on reverse, right? And then it came to a point where I was like already level 3 and he was also level 3, but I wasn't able to set up yet. So what he did was, so I went back to like, I healed down to 3-0, and then he tried to finish me with like, he played down Modernia, like the robot one. The robot one.
There we
He
go.
played down,
You're like, I've seen this
Flashbacks.
before.
he played down the robot one. Now I know that's a Modernia because I have that card. And then so the other effect was like he gets to summon another card from hand, right? He opted to use the Red Hood finisher, the one that shoots to clock.
Yeah.
So he opted to use that. And then so I was my board was open because I crashed into the Alices. So my board was open and he was like, okay, he killed one of my units and then he shoot it to clock, and then afterwards the Red Hood gets sent to memory, so there was an open lane, and then the other 2 attacks I canceled it, even like after the Icy Tail only burned 1, and I only had like 3 cards in hand, and then 1 brainstorm in the field. And when it was back to my turn, he actually activated Sin's ability, like the pay 5, and he get to rest the brainstorm.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, I was banking on that brainstorm to like try to get some more units. But luckily, what I clocked my card, and then what I managed to get was the Stakuta.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah, and then I played like my the one my finisher, and then the Stakuta. And then what I did was, so since Modernia was on the field, I was expecting, okay, I can't attack him first, like anywhere with the unit. So what I did was I used my on the open lane, and then with Stakuta, since I top decked that, I had 1 stock that I could use for the ability to like, so Mike can attack first, and then so I did that, and then it hit like twice. It hit him twice, like he was like a 3-2. It hit him twice, and then so it was burn 2. He was like a 3. The second one canceled. He was like a 3-3, and then the deck was already on refresh. So he was like a 3-5. He ended up a 3-5, and then I won off, like I just crashed the Stakuta for like 2 since I had like climax. And then that was the last attack. Like I literally have nothing else. So I won off of that, and then that was actually, one of like a really close game. Like after the match, like I actually, with that feeling when you get through something and then your energy just gets drained.
Oh yeah.
That feeling happened on that match, top 4. But I was thinking, but I still have one more match since I just won.
So I'm exhausted now, but I had to do it one more time.
I have to do this one more time, and like, and we actually almost ran out of time. We reached like the last 3 turns, but yeah, but I won out of that play,
Mm-hmm.
and just because I didn't see my tech card, the 2-1, because it got stuck in the stock. But I think it would have been easy. Like the game would have been gone better if I had managed to remove the back row. That way I could actually kill his Alice's and then make him lose board and then make him lose stock as well if he wants to anchor it. Yeah,
That's fair. Heck yeah.
yeah. So that was the top 4 match.
Gotcha. So the last round getting into it was against Ayakashi Triangle, the 8 pants version. I'm going to show that, so just so people know what we're talking about and dealing with here. This is another one that I saw that I was like, I mean, like, people have been using this. It's not like it hasn't shown up, but I think this is one of the times it's actually topped. I can't think of another one immediately off the top of my head. I can't think of one that's like where it's topped again. Maybe if I double check real quick, like I said, just for context, just because this is the finals, this is for all the marbles. Do people still collect marbles in this day and age?
I guess.
I think so. I think
don't-
marbles are still a
Marble.
collector's item.
Random question just to throw you off kilter here. I'm looking through just this BCS, and I don't really like. I hear people like using it and whatnot. I saw it in teams, that's for sure. Okay. In Spain, without the S. No, in Barcelona, there was another Ayakashi 8 pants that got 4th place. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Like I said, I've seen it pop up other places as well. It had to have been in like teams or something. But still seeing this, it's one of those like I wouldn't have expected this to be the one that kind of goes the distance, if that makes sense. The game plan for it is you're trying to get out this particular level 3 Rampant Desire Suzu. It can early play, if I'm not mistaken. No, this can early play, right? What's the early play?
Yeah. It's a changer. It changes from the 2-1.
Oh, from the 2-1? Oh, I see it. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay, I'm pulling. I'm just like showing as we're going. All right, so just reading. Okay, so you're able to just try to get these out, and basically the game plan is just to heal down. Like, you just, like, I mean, you can still burn your opponent, but it has 2 different combos, either burn 1 or heal 1. And you just try to heal down as much as humanly possible. And, yeah, that's basically the game plan of it from what I understand, just to give context for this. Like, because obviously we only got your POV in terms of this. We don't have the other person's POV. I'm looking for anything else. You do have some other funny stuff to have to worry about. The suited up Suzu is a Fumio. It's a one Fumio of 1. But you can early play this, which is also really funky. But it does have access to that. I'm trying to see what else in here is funky. It doesn't have the there's one of the dudes as a backup. It has like the plus soul or neg soul or some shit. I forget. Is there anything else this deck does funky before we continue? I'm just trying to. I don't think so.
My opponent really doesn't do anything like that funky. I think
Yeah. Okay.
it just wants to heal down. I think that was the game plan of.
Gotcha.
It's notable though that the level 3 has a hexproof, though you can actually side it because it's a minus
Yeah.
3 on board on field. But yeah,
Correct. Right. So that is a very fair point. So you can still side it, but yeah, the hexproof thing, I honestly forget about that half the time. So that is something to be mindful of. But all right, so now that we have the established context for that, do please walk us through the final round, the final countdown. Anyway, sorry.
Final round. I was actually really expecting that I was gonna play Bang Dream.
That's fair. That's very fair.
How the deck does. It's like really consistent. It's like broken. I hope it gets banned.
And you do
Yes,
have like
we all hope it gets banned.
And you do have like a
hope-
lot of people showing up with it too, by comparison to
Yeah.
the one person,
Yeah,
or what
it
was
does.
it? Just one person? Yeah, this is the one dude on Ayakashi. You're just saying. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I really hope Bang Dream gets hit or like at some point because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play against like all Bang Dream players.
You want to
Because
bang
it's
their
just
dreams?
it's just it's just such a hassle deck to face. So coming into the finals, like knowing, then I found out like because since I was busy with my own top 4 game, and then I found out afterwards that I was fighting Ayakashi. I was like, oh crap, I know this deck exists, but I've never actually fought against it since nobody plays this shit. Like only this guy has this deck. Like he's the only one who plays this deck in this country. And then I see him at locals and I don't I actually haven't had the chance to play with him in locals as well. So I don't know what this deck does. So I was just reading the cards as they go.
For all you know, you are literally facing against Ayakashi's strongest soldier at this point. It's just like
Yeah. Like props to this guy for bringing this deck and I
fucking almost winning with it. I'm saying like there was a very good chance. I'm assuming that he could have won. Like I'm just saying.
yeah.
Like sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but I think he's the only guy that I know that has this, and his other deck was he plays Chainsaw Man before, but
Yeah.
that deck got killed.
Yeah.
It got killed. It got killed hard.
Very.
So he doesn't play that deck anymore, and he's just played this deck. And I've never fought against him yet using this deck. So I was like, okay, let's read the cards one by one, since this finals has no time limit. Let's read the cards one by one as they appear. So I would get to have an idea what this deck does. So and then I checked his stuff, like okay, he doesn't have he has an L1 combo, and then okay fine, that's a level 1 combo. And then I saw the Suzu, like the one that's eating his crepe. I was like, okay, I think so. I've seen a lot of this card, so this must do something. And then I saw his climax. Okay, so this guy changes into something. So this is like, oh, so is this like does this play like Kanata? Does it get stuck a lot? So I have no idea. And then so when he played his change, he was actually already at 2-6. He was like at 2-6. So at the time I was like, oh, so am I gonna be ahead early since he's at 2-6 right now? And then afterwards, he just healed down to 2-0. And I was like, what?
Yep.
What?
That's what that deck does.
Yeah, and because the Suzu gets like heal on play, heal to memory.
Yeah, heals
like,
to memory of all things. It's like
heals to memory. So that's like plus compression. Okay, I was like, okay, I can live with that. So he heals that, and then he has on attack heal one more. I was like, huh? That was like my legit reaction when he did that. I was like, okay, so and then I read the card. So and then this card is really big. It is like 11k base and it has like support from the back. And I'm like, okay, so there's no way I can reach that card, and it has hexproof. So the tech card that I put in cannot really get rid of it. And then I was
true.
debating whether to like, so this card can be sided on, but do I actually want to side on it, knowing that I'm also compressed? Maybe if I should just let him swing big, and then I would cancel. And for the first few turns, he did this 3 times. He put the climax down 3 times. So for the first few turns, it was working out. I was canceling and I was playing the event for free fresh. So we were technically on an even state. Like, so we were just healing down since I was playing the Kaede early play. And then for some reason, the Kaede kept refunding my stock since the top deck was, it was a level 1 or lower. So I get to put it to stock. So technically I played for 1 stock, and then so I was netting 0. But on his third attempt, for some reason, like my deck didn't want to cancel anymore. So I got pushed to 3 while he was leveling, while he was healing down to to 2-1. He managed to heal himself down to 2-1 while I was like at 3-2. And at that time, I was like, okay, if this continues, I'm just gonna die. So I just decided to go for it. So I played like at first I counted my stock and I was like, okay, I need 1 Stakuta and Brainstorm because I had the wrong climax in hand. So I got the level 0, the blue one, the Rio, Futaba Rio, the one that searches the deck for like search swap. So I got that. And then I was still missing 1 card, 1 stock rather, for my stuff to go. And I actually misplayed when I played Stakuta and I didn't check my waiting room if I had the target. And when I played him and I was like, oh, I'm searching for my graveyard, my waiting. Like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The Rio
I
Vanilla.
saw your face
Yeah.
that day. I was like,
Out there
no,
was like,
Patrick, please.
I mean, the spectators really saw that they changed. My expression really changed. I was like, okay, did I just make a game-losing play? Did it will that single misplay cost me my entire run?
I know.
And that's really big because I really needed the stock
Yeah.
for like the 1 attack. And then I managed to play some because I was lacking cards in hand. I wanted to brainstorm since my deck still has a lot of climax. I wanted to brainstorm for like discard targets. But so I managed to remedy it because the Rio had an on-kill effect, right? I get to discard 1 and then mill the top card and then I will get a level 1 or higher. Then I managed to get the 1-0 my the twin drives. So what happened was, so I played the other Mai, so I had the 2 level 3 Mais on the field, and then the Mai, the twin drives, and then 2 cards in hand. So the 1 climax and then 1 for the discard. So at first I was supposed to keep Stakuta for like he's the one that's gonna attack, but then I opted to just kill him and then just play the other Mai, so that way I have more chances to like trigger check a gate trigger, so I can have cards to discard. And then the opponent had 2 cards left in deck, and then so I played my climax, right, and then I attacked using the twin dive Mai, and I actually managed to get a gate trigger out of it. So okay, I have cards to discard now, so I am relatively safe. So and then he refreshed with like 7 climax in deck.
Ooh. Okay.
So he was like a 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the twin drive my hit for 2 and then it went in. So he was like a 2-3 now. And then he refreshed, he was a 2-4. And then I attacked with my Mai. So the first on attack, it actually hit for the Icy Tail hit for 3 times.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah. The Icy Tail hit for 3 times. And then my trigger check was another climax. I had the 2-1 my back row, the one that if you trigger check a climax card gate, you can look at the top card of your opponent's deck and you can put it in the top or bottom. And then I saw that I saw that the top card was a climax, so I put it in the bottom immediately. And then
Crazy.
just because of that card, I won because the next Mai got like guaranteed like two it hit like two Icy Tails, so that's like burn 4, and then he died out of that, and he refreshed again, so he was like at he ended up at 3-2, and then Icy Tail hit twice for like that's like burn two, and then the refresh damage killed him like exactly 4-0. And I was like, oh, thank God I salvaged that play. Because of that, like the misplay that I did, my life was harder.
Yeah. That's wild though.
Yeah, and
It was wild when he saw the trigger, then he put it on the bottom. It's like, oh my god, that's a guaranteed burn of the mine. That was like
Exactly.
crazy.
That's crazy. I love that though.
So I killed him from 2-1 to 4-0. And I was like,
Yes.
damn. That was actually like my highlight for the day, because I couldn't believe like someone could die of two like
From that
From
low,
that-
right?
oh yeah.
So what
And
we're
apparently-
hearing is that the Mai needs to be hit
apparently this
again. No, it's not. You're
Oh no. Oh,
I think so.
so apparently the Ayakashi player, he also lost earlier to SBY as well. And he's lost from the same position. He lost from 2-1 just because of the my Icy Tail.
That's
So,
wild.
Technically, it happened to him twice. He died from 2-1 twice in that day. And afterwards, he was like contemplating, did I misplay anything? Should I have done this earlier? He was contemplating that after the match,
Yeah.
because he
No,
couldn't
that's fair.
really believe that he died twice from the same card, from the same position.
Yeah, no, at that point,
The same combo.
it's one thing to like reflect on it and be like, okay, is it something my opponent was doing? But when it happens twice like that, you're like, okay, how am I fucking up here? Like, no, 100%, I don't fault him for thinking like that.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, so I think that was really the highlight. And then I got awarded like a champion. It was actually my first time winning BCS. Like I've gotten into top 8 like a lot of times, but I just lose immediately. Like there are times that I would go X0 in Swiss, and then when it comes to the top cut, I would just lose immediately. I'm like, oh, okay.
it happens.
Yeah.
Time,
So-
Patrick. That's why we said it. It's
Yeah.
time.
It is
So-
time.
It's time.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
wild.
I just, I'm just really happy that I managed to actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been playing this game for like a decade already.
Mm-hmm. No, same.
I
It's
started
been forever.
playing. I started playing in like 2015. I was just getting bodied, and then I was just getting bodied back then. I was like a bottom table fodder.
You
But
good?
yeah, it was like 10 years in the making.
Hell yeah. No, that's funny also. It's about how long my YouTube channel's been around. So just interesting how that works out. No, that is so cool. And obviously, at the end of the day, regardless of how it played, you won. That obviously, that's congrats there, my dude. And congrats still to the Ayakashi player for getting that far. Once again, would not have been what I would expected. Like you said, you're expecting Nikkei, you're expecting
Yeah,
Bang
Nikkei.
Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're expecting everything else except
Azurlane,
that.
yeah.
But it's these wild cards that you have
Yeah.
to watch out for. Anyway. But-
So yeah, with that, I managed to actually, and then when I was fixing my stuff, then the Bushy staff approached me. Oh, can you fill up this form for the sponsored invite? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Right? You're like, oh shit, I get to go to
Oh,
Japan
wow.
now.
Like I forgot that the winner actually gets invited to Worlds. And like, because I wasn't really expecting anything. I just wanted to play and like have fun, or like try a little bit, because I saw the play mat and it was like, oh, this one looks really nice.
Yeah.
I kind of want one, and then it completely slipped my mind that the winner gets invited to Worlds. So yeah.
So like
I'm
everyone's
gonna
playing
go
for
to
too.
Japan.
It's just funny because that's like literally the thing that everyone else is trying to get. Like at that point, like I want the trip to
I have
Japan.
been chasing that dream for like more than a decade, and for now I'm still ending up short. But yeah,
it's just hilarious of like I said, at the end of the day, that's cool. It's just funny that you're like, damn, I just like the mat. Like,
Yeah. I just like the playmat. I wasn't really expecting anything.
that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Nah, I had to laugh at that, man. I'm sorry. It's not laughing at, it's laughing with, obviously. It's just funny to me how that plays out. So, well.
Yeah, very, very strong performance.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, we've all known each other for how many years now? It's like, what, 10, 12 years? It's the same three.
The same three
Maybe, like,
culprits
different
trying to get away with it again. No, I was messing. No.
Maybe not that close, but, you
No.
know, I mean, more or less our play groups interacted, and then, you know,
My mental image was
It's
just
I
just
hope
dead
every
ending.
time I-
can continue.
saying... I mean, you took a long rest because you had other things to do, Patrick. And then Kix went abroad.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
But the beginning, it was just us in the mall, literally playing Weiss.
Heck yeah. So you love to hear those kinds of stories, though. So, well, that is gonna be wrapping it up here in just a moment. I know this has run a little bit long, but that's totally fine. Technical difficulties and shit, it happens. No worries. I don't mind. I will yap about card games all day. I'm gonna be doing it again later today. We're gonna be yapping about Duluth tonight. So I guess, obviously, I know y'all had said it before, but we're just going to go ahead and remind people. Both Kix and Scrub are going to be starting their own podcasts and working on their own content creation stuff as well. So definitely keep an eye out for them. Once again, once I get the links for it, I will try to put those in the description or in a pinned comment or something. But to all three of you, obviously we'll just go down the line again. If there's anybody you want to shout out or anything else you want to say, just kind of closing statements, we will round this up. So once again, we will start with Kix for this. So yeah, anybody you want to shout out or whatever you want to say, man, floor is yours.
Okay. First of all, I want to shout out to XChem from Guam. He's actually a Filipino based to Guam who also went to play for BCS Manila.
Mm-hmm.
I was thankful for him because with the practice against him, just the day before BCS, I had the confidence to actually play Macross. Because I played in Kuala Lumpur with Bang Dream and I really got really bad with it. And I was thinking, should I play Macross? And because with playing against him, I got the confidence to play with it. And thankfully, I got to top 4. Also, shout outs to the OHS boys, which is one of the play groups for Weiss in the Philippines, and also to my Canberra, Australia Weiss play group. So yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah. And to Pat, anybody you want to shout out? I want to thank my mother.
No.
I want to thank all these other people. No, you're good.
Mostly there's 2 people come to mind. I want to thank my bros. One of them was the Kali Muna player from Top 8.
Oh, really? Okay.
He was my one of my sparring partners, and then he was he brewed that deck since I used to play Gura back when there was 4 of them, and then I tried to make the deck work afterwards, but it wasn't really doing me a success. And then I tried to play Nikkei, and then it wasn't really working out. And then he was the one who said to me, it was why not just try to play a comfort deck, either play Gura or play Bunny Girl Senpai. So I was okay. I went and played Bunny Girl Senpai, and then I won.
There you go.
And then the other guy I want to shout out, if you can see the last place player from BCS.
Oh no, hold on. We got to pull it up now.
You can pull it up. He
Our boy.
was my other sparring partner. His name was he plays Bang Dream. He was the Bang Dream player that I play against. So,
he literally got last though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he got last. He got last place. It was actually funny, and they were saying, "Oh, you guys are the both ends of the tournament."
You're right. No, that's funny how that works out actually.
Right. So, he was the one who technically showed me like what Bang Dream does, how to play around it. Even though I played like only against like one Bang Dream player, what he said actually really helped, and the practice sessions really helped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you to both of those guys, and then for like they were actually the ones also inviting me every weekend to like, hey, you wanna meet up and let's practice, let's play. And like, oh yeah, sure, yeah. So that's how most of like I get my practice in playing this game. I just get invited out of nowhere because if I don't get invites, I would just mostly stay at home since I don't like going outside. It's such a hassle.
I can't fault you there, honestly, in this day and age. That's totally fair.
Because the commute is bad, the weather's bad, there's pollution or some shit. I don't wanna deal with
I can
outside
bring you
people.
home. I know where you live.
I mean, yeah, but I don't wanna like go outside often. So yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes
Doing
it's like,
that's it. That's it for me. I will be playing in Worlds, or like I will try to secure my visa for it. Hopefully, Bushiroad,
third world
please reply.
problems.
Bushiroad, please reply faster. I really need those requirements.
Exactly.
Please
Yeah.
reply. I really want to play at Worlds. I want to go to Japan.
This is us
I
politely
didn't. I,
asking, please help this man.
Please. Yeah.
I mean, at first, I didn't expect that I would be going there, but now, since I'm actually going there, please help me. Please help me actually go there. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Absolutely. All right, and then to wrap it up, Scrub, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Patrick stole two of the people I was gonna shout out.
Oh, well then, double shout outs to them.
Relatively the same playgroup, because I guess I'll just shout the entire playgroup. The BCI boys, which is basically run by one shop where we all just frequent every Saturday. I had the same case with Pat, who also I didn't really get to play much because I have life stuff, and other card games have been requiring me to be present.
Yeah.
Fair. That's right.
So yeah, I have had other commitments, so I didn't really get enough practice. So especially the BCI boys have been really helpful with just the few times that I do get to go to BCI. We get the practice, we get the runs in, and then they gave me the same advice as Patrick's, like, okay, what the hell do I bring? Because I was also debating between a few decks that I had in mind. Then I had eventually just settled with Gora, because it's the same advice of, just pick whatever you're comfortable with. What do you think, you'll do more or less the same without much practice, without much stress. So yeah, shout out to the BCI boys, especially to, again, the last place player who before BCS was jokingly bragging that he'd win, but the funny part is he ended up last.
That is called karma. No.
I know. It's karma, but in the funniest way.
It is.
He's a really good player as well.
Mhm.
It's just, I guess it's not his lucky day that day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it do be like that.
It do
it's
be like
not your
that.
day.
Yeah.
Welcome to Weiss Schwarz, as they say. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. But no, that is going to be it. But wait, there's one other person we have to give a shout out to, and this is going to sound so cheesy. It's you, dear viewers, for watching and sticking around this long. Shout outs to you. That was so cheesy of me. Anyway, now I'm also just tired, but we're good. All right, so thank y'all very much for watching. We do greatly appreciate. Please go support all of these boys. We're gonna definitely be keeping an eye out in Worlds for Patrick, most definitely, and we will obviously also be supporting the other two for their future YouTube endeavors. And once again, speaking of YouTube, do all the cringy stuff, like, comment, subscribe, everything. If you also went to Manila, feel free to comment down below. Yeah, that is gonna be it. We will see y'all another day. Stay safe and remember to stay based.